Yes, the title is correct. My hat is accurate. The bearded Mac is back again. But no, I know what you're thinking. I will not sing. I know. Stop asking. Too many people keep asking me to sing. Return of the Mac. Hey! But for real, all right, one more run. Okay. The Wild Wild West. Yeah, we roll into the Wild Wild West. We have not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. No, just 4 new scents. New to me, actually. They're all out right now. But we have the Wild West themed new 4 scents from the Bearded Mac, and that's what we're going to go over today, you guys. My name is Dan C. Bearded, and I just want to say thank you for checking out this video. I love being able to highlight these passionate companies that are putting their everything into it, especially when they're family owned and operated. This one is no different. They are an affiliate of mine. My affiliate discount code is DANC, and that is always worth 15% off. DANC, I'll put it in the description. I usually tag it as a comment as well. If you guys use that code and or my link, you support what we do here. You guys save money and you help out this great company by bringing them business and keeping going with what they're doing. And this company, guys, I've covered for years and years and years, but the quick little information is they're owned by Chris and Eileen, truly involved together. They bring the family in. They're out of the Washington, D.C., Northern Virginia area, and just great people. Soccer fans, that's a plus, but just passionate owners, knowledgeable, intelligent owners, and they do stuff the right way. They're known for their complex blends, including the carriers and the scent profiles, and a scent catalog that just does not miss. If I could start by recommending anything, and this is not just from me, there will be people that agree with me in the comments, check out their sampler pack. They will have scents that maybe on paper you didn't think was your thing, but once you get it under your nose and on your skin and in beard, it opens up just like it opens up your horizons when it comes to scent profiles. That is something I don't say often about many companies. This is a scent catalog that you need to check out from start to finish, and being economical, a sampler is the best way to go. But that's actually not why we are here today. I didn't even plan on talking about that, but it's just what came to the dome. We are here to talk about 4 scents. We're going to go over these. The first one is, and I'll tell you which 4. I'll give you a little bit of detail on the products, and then we'll break down the individual scents. So the first one is Copper State 1912 Mac. Now, of course, being the Bearded Mac, they like to end all of their scent names in Mac. Next one is Desperado. I can't stop it, guys. I'm sorry. Desperado Mack. This is how I am at home. If you guys want to ask Sam, I'm constantly singing little stupid jingles and making stuff up, but it's just how it works. High Noon Mac. I don't got anything for you guys on that one. I just think of like old cowboy westerns and, you know, having the duels off in the like dirt roads. All right, the next one is the Lawman Mack. I love that name. The Lawman Mack. So we're going to break into those. They do have butters. Their butter is one of the most unique in the game. It has, I believe, multiple butters, if I'm remembering correctly. On this one, it does. So it has shea butter, it has mango butter, it has a great carrier blend. It does have a little bit of beeswax. So this is one that is going to offer a little bit of styling, a little bit of hold, multiple butters of long chain fatty acid, giving you those extra nutrients that are in there. It's very unique, but very awesome. Smooth with a little bit of body to it, but very, very nourishing at the same time. So if that sounds like something where you're like, oh, I've been waiting for something like that, a butter like this is kind of few and far between in the industry and community anymore, but this one is one of my favorites that I use very frequently, especially on my body. I really like that little bit of beeswax on my elbows and on my knees and areas that get really dry. But let's talk about the scents. That's the main thing we're here for. We should talk about the carrier blend on the oil because it is very exotic. It is a medium viscosity. If I had to go medium light or medium heavy, it'd be a sliver above medium, right on that medium to medium thick level. If it was 0 to 10, 0 being water, 10 being castor or molasses, I would give it a 6 for viscosity. And we have camellia seed, meadow foam seed, fractionated coconut, broccoli seed, kukui nut, castor oil, and then you have a blend of fragrances and their vitamin E. Really, really nice blend. So let's go ahead and dive into the scents. So the first one we have is Copper State 1912. And one thing that they do very, very well, and they've always done this for the record, is that little bar right there shows you the key hitters, the notes that you want to look for when you're smelling. But if you go to their website, they're very good at painting a picture and a story and telling what they think the scent smells like. I'm not going to read those because you guys can go check those out, but I want to give my take on it. And of course, anything that I'm testing here and telling you guys about, Sam has smelled it in bottle, she smelled it in beard, and she gives me feedback. If you guys join our Wednesday live streams, Beard Advice Live, 9 p.m. Eastern, she talks about all this kind of stuff. All right, so this scent profile is citrus, sage, juniper berry, and cedar wood. A group that I have never seen together before, and I've smelled lots and lots of these, in the thousands now, by the way. Yeah, this one is bright. It's uplifting. It'll kind of wake you up in the morning and just give you the sense of like nature, and it's on that citrus gives it kind of those bright notes. That kind of fades off and you get into that earthiness a little bit more. That's when that juniper berry starts to also fade off. That's on that top note. And then the sage really comes in the middle of the day. And then you ride out a really nice kind of cedar undertone for a good 7-8 hours. Yeah, bright, refreshing, and very unique. This is one that I don't think a lot of people have experienced anything like. I really enjoy I'm going to call that the 1912. Copper State 1912 Mack. All right, next one up is that Desperado. And again, I think I showed you guys all the labels here. But the Desperado Mack is going to be sweet tobacco, oud, and musk. So we know sweet tobacco and musk, but adding in that oud, or actually just sweet tobacco, adding in that oud, adding in that musk, let's see what that brought together. Yeah, this is a cologne tobacco, or a tobacco cologne. It really brings that earthiness of the tobacco, almost like a wet tobacco, I would say. Not like your cigar box or your humidor. This is more of that leafy tobacco. Yeah, and then you throw in a cologne in there. It's not like the epitome of what I like, but I enjoy it. And Sam is like perplexed by it. She's like, I want to dislike it, but there's something about it that I enjoy. So that one was really cool as well. The Bearded Mack makes sense that you're just not going to find anywhere else. End of story. And if that's something you're looking for, if you're a fragrance person, they have to be on your radar. All right, next one up is the High Noon Mack. High Noon Mack here. And for scent profile, smoky pipe tobacco, leather, and bourbon. All right, and this one is, of course, not really my type of profile. It's maybe the very first one in the history of the Bearded Mack that isn't like, I really like this one and would continue to wear it. Hold up! That is a good thing for many of you. You guys know there's a lot of people that have opposite scent profiles that I do. If you're a tobacco pipe smoking fan, if you're someone that likes the bourbon type scents, I do really like the leather in here. That is the strongest note I get, even in beard. The leather does mellow out a little bit on skin, but once I get it in beard, I still get the leather. It still does blend nicely. It's not anything that I dislike, but it's just not something that I would keep coming back to. Very smooth, very low key. This is not one of the loudest ones. Oftentimes, smoky pipe tobacco gets really loud and over aggressive. I've even had to wash some out before, which I've told you guys on video. This one is fine. It's right there. It's not a hate. It's not like a big dislike. It's just not exactly for me. And then the last one, you guys, is the Lawmaker. Or the Lawman Mack, sorry, the Lawman Mack. That's the not the Lawmaker. And this is campfire, sagebrush, leather, and gunpowder. And you gotta respect the Wild West theming and sticking to the theme. I do consultations for companies all over the world every single day. One of my biggest pieces of advice that I give is when you have a theme, use it. Use it in your artwork. Use it in your name. Allow it to create the scent profile by making a story around the Lawman. Are you kidding me? When you're talking campfire, sagebrush, leather, and gunpowder, that's what I'm talking about. And I didn't help with this. I did not consult with this. This is all Chris and Eileen. Yeah, this one is, okay, please, if you have tried, put it down in the comment. This one gets me. It's the gunpowder. I really get gunpowder on this one. It's hard to explain. Hear me out. It smells like metal once it's wet. Now, some are going to call me crazy. Some are going to say that doesn't change, that doesn't smell. But I do know there's a couple of you out there like, oh, I've never heard someone say that. I know exactly what you're talking about. It smells like metal when it gets wet. And then that smokiness is in there as well. This is a manly scent. Now, on the surface, I really like the 1912. I'll smell this in a bottle. I'll put it in beard. I'll put it in a diffuser. This is me through and through, right here. When I smell this, it's not me, but I have to keep smelling it. When I wear it, I want to wear it more every single time I've worn it. So the previous two I wore once. They weren't something that I really needed to come back to. I know this company. I know the blends. I really got a feel for it. 1912 I've worn a couple times. This one is actually my lowest level. I've worn the most during testing because I'm like, how do I describe this? How do I tell what I like about it, what I don't? Because it's just something like I've never experienced. I even just spit all over. Please give this one a try. Please drop a comment down below if you have. This one, I think, is going to be wildly popular with many of you. So that's the Wild Wild West. It's been a little bit since we've had Bearded Mack on here. So glad to bring them back again. Hear from you guys, your experiences. How have they been? What other scents have you enjoyed? What about customer service? Anything? We got a lot of new viewers and new potential consumers that want to hear about this company from you guys. Drop a comment for me, please. If you have any questions, I'd love to be able to help answer. My name is Dan C. Bearded. Please stay bearded and stay positive.